This will be your fifth Final Four in a row as a coach. Only Zeljko Obradovic and Dimitris Itoudis did such a run before you. What being next to those names meant to you?
It was great. These are the great coaches of European basketball. To be mentioned with them, it's wonderful. It's also great team achievement. So, very proud. There's no question.
Kind of funny that the two names next to Obradovic are one of his former long-time assistant and the other one is former player. Do you have anything to say about that?
Well, I think it's a great testament of how Obradovic used to work, and whatever the daily work was with him. It was a pleasure to learn from him, and we all using a lot of the things in our coaching careers that we learned from him.
This will be all in your sixth Final Four as a coach. What is the main lesson that you learned from the previous ones?
There's not really lessons you learn. The particular stuff, you learn about your opponents, about the other stuff. Lessons you learn about basketball, how not to do, what to do more, and you always try to make adjustments, and hopefully this will work better.
You said in your press conference after the Game 3 win in Paris that
it's not easy for them to be coached by the coach like me.
What did you mean by a coach like me?
Well, the coach that is demanding, the coach that expects 100% every day. This is a lot of us coaches are like this, and we understand that we're pushing the players for the good of the team, for their own personal good, and I just hope that they understand it.
You seem, from an outside point of the view, to kind of a relationship with your players, at the same time close to them, but very hard on them too. How do you, as a coach, find the right balance between those two sides?
This is very difficult. Because at the same time, my job is to take 100% of each player and probably take them to places that they never been yet. And by this, there's some conflict involved, but at the same time, you want to be close with them to understand where they're coming from, to understand how they feel in many of the days, many of the situations. So you need that closeness as well. So it's not an easy balance, for sure.
Let's come back to the Final Four. What do you think your team has that the last year's teams was missing to go all the way on the title?
I think this team has a great resiliency. I think we, over the season, we were forced to do a lot of different things. The things were not going very good for us. And every time the team responded in an amazing way. They sort of building up for these moments, whether it was the Turkish Cup, whether it was the playoffs, where it was run for the home court. The team always showed a great spirit and a great character. So I'm hoping that we'll find a way to do that in Abu Dhabi.
What's the main feeling before the Final Four, excitement or stress?
It's a little bit combination of both. There's no question that there's going to be a pressure. There's no question that there's going to be excitement. And a lot of the Final Four success will depend on how we manage it and how much we can focus on the court and only focus about doing our job.
This is a special Final Four, the first one of the outside of Europe. Do you expect your fans to show up as numerous as usual?
I think they've been supporting us amazing. I think we understand that it's going to be Fenerbahce fan base is going to be well represented over there, and this is very important for the players to feel that support.
Let's talk about your opponent on the semifinal. It's a rematch of the last year's semifinal. How can you use last year's game to help you win this one? Is a mental aspect or pure basketball aspect that can do that?
A mental aspect is extremely important. I thought we lost a lot of the individual battles last year. Obviously it didn't help. Then whenever we created the shots, we were not able to make them, and that plays a big part. So we need to go there with a confidence in our basketball, but also understand what we didn't do well last year in order to have more success this year.
If you would have to explain the way Panathinaikos play to someone who never seen them, how they play, what would you say about that?
It's a well-balanced basketball team of extremely clear roles. We understand that all the balls, especially in the key moments, will go through Nan and through Slukas. But at the same time, you cannot forget the other guys. Grant, Teddy Osman is playing great basketball, and then there's a rebounding. situation that they're hurting teams. So they are champions. They are a pretty complete basketball team.
Are you excited about seeing all the medias and all the media obligations, things that you came along with the Final Four?
Am I excited about the media?
Yeah.
This is the least exciting thing that excites me. I don't like any of the media stuff.
Oh, sorry about that.
Well, this is part of the job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.